Lord said to train your child up the way you should have them go. So when they get old, it should not depart from them. I believe that's Proverbs.
Any of y'all know how to bet on this game?
Right? And we're not serving the one true master. The white man and every other nation has made you believe that they're your master. If you look at every corner store in the neighborhood that you come from, there's somebody else that owns it that don't even look like you. You got the Arabs, you got the Chinese man, you got the Vietnamese women over here doing your nails. You got the Arabs selling you your jacks, your liquor. The Chinese man giving you cat meat. Right? The white man over here with the Walmart. You got to go to him to get your food. You got to go to him to get your water. You got to go to him to get your food, man.
Bring it out.
You got to go to him to get your money. You don't have nothing in this world right now that you can call your own. Nothing in this world right now you own that you can say, I own this or this is mine. You don't even own your house after you paid it for 45 years, man.
Right.
As soon as you don't pay that property tax, guess what? That white man, that beggar come right there, that sheriff come snatch it up on you and kick you right out on the street, man. Right to the curb, man. Now you back at square one. Now you homeless. Bring that out, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
See? And in hunger and in thirst.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. That means your clothes, your food, and your water, your drinks.
And in want of all things.
And want of all things. Like, y'all can't wait to get the next iPod. I'm sorry, iPad. iPod's ancient now. Y'all can't wait to get the next 2K. The next PlayStation. The next Xbox. See, and wanting all things, man. We suffering right now, man. We got to go to him to get anything that we want in life. We don't have nothing that we can call our own, man.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He said he should put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he has destroyed you. Making you beg for everything that he has for you. Our people are also getting arrested and serving in these penitentiaries at an alarming rate. Half our population is in the state pen, man, or the feds, man. Why? Because we keep looking at our brothers, we keep looking at our sisters with all this animosity. Every time we look up, man, our people that look like us, they the ops. Everybody's the ops, except for the person that's not of their nation, man. Our own people look at us every time we walk down the corner. If it's anywhere in America I should feel safe or feel like I belong, it's in the neighborhood of my own people. I can't even walk down the street in my own neighborhood at night without my people plotting to rob me or kill me.
Right.
The little things that I had to work for, that I had to scrape for just to get. They can get a job just like me. You think they're going to get a job? Nah, some people don't believe in getting a job. They believe they can come out here and take it from you. But I go get a job, but I can just take it up off your feet, bro. Give me chapter 15. So they feel like they can take it off their feet, man. Because they can just do so. So we got many enemies, man. We got enemies of the other nations and enemies of our own people. You got that?
Oh, 20 years. I got that.
Salaki.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Oh, 54, Salaki. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you,
so the man that is tender among you,
and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother. Ain't that you, black man? Ain't that you, black woman? Your eye is evil towards your brother and sister. It ain't towards that white man or that Arab you about to go get that money to. It's to yourselves, though. Y'all don't love yourselves, so y'all kill yourselves, man. Y'all kill your own people on a regular basis, man. Read the rest of that verse.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And towards the remnant of his children.
And towards the remnant of his children.
Which he shall leave.
Which he shall leave, man. How many of us do we know that grew up in a household without a mother,
You know.
without a father? Some of us growing up just our mothers.
Right.
Some of us are growing up with our grandparents who already did their bit about raising your mother and father. And now they raising you because some people's family members out here strung on drugs, man. They out here dying. They out here getting high. They don't even care about their seeds they brought forth in this world, man. We out here struggling. And every time we come out here and speak to y'all, y'all just ignore us. Y'all think we just a bunch of niggas on the street corners just yelling Bible verses.
Right.
But really, you should look at it that we trying to show y'all the most ultimate love you'll get from anybody. And that's telling you to come back to your God and follow him, because that's the only true person that can love you and show you everything that you need in life.
That's
Right.
right.
I wake up daily with regret. I've done a lot of things in this world that I'm not proud of. Even when I walk in this truth and in this faith, at times, I want to crash, I want to give up. But the Lord hasn't let me yet, because I have a bigger office into serving him and doing his will. And his will is me coming out here talking to you all. Though at times I feel like I'm a hypocrite, but I can't, because the only time I can feel like a hypocrite is if I stay within that sin. I don't. I get back up and I come back out here and prophesy and let y'all know if I can do it, y'all can do it.
That's right.
I need to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and renew yourselves a new heart and spirit in the Most High Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah, man. I look daily on these street corners, man, and I don't see no hope for us, man. I see a lot of us looking like zombies. We just going on with the wind.
You know.
I got a precept.
Bring that precept
It's
up.
Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it
My
out.
son, if thou wilt receive my words
That was,
and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding.
See that he said to hide his commandments and apply your heart to understanding. That means giving your mind all the way to this word right here, man. It's fully taking accountability for the things that you've done and coming back wholeheartedly and trying to repent from those things and become a better person.
It's Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
The beginning of wisdom is what?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge,
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
He says fools despise wisdom and instructions. Why is that? Because when we trying to teach y'all and talk to y'all about the things you should do in life, y'all walk right past and say, man, forget them. I'm going to continue on doing what I do, walk with my human woman, and live this life, man. I'm going to drink these sips. I'm going to drink this liquor right here, man. I'm going to go turn up. Everything's about to turn up, man. Sometimes you need to turn down
You know.
and turn to God. Because a lot of y'all need them. And we failing out here because we don't have them. And because we don't have them, we're the lowest of the lowest when it comes to this earth, man.
You know.
Our people are at the all-time low, while everybody else is at an all-time high. I'm sick of being low. I'm tired of coming out here every day and looking at my people because they not smart, they dumb, ignorant, and that's beyond the truth, man. Look at this whole country. Look at this nation. Everything was built on the backs of your ancestors,
That's right.
off the blood of your ancestors. Bring that precept up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and 22.
Bring it out.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
So they're robbed and what?
Robbed and spoiled.
And spoiled.
They are all of them snared in holes.
And you know what they mean by spoiled? It means taking everything from them. Used. They've been used. Taken over. Go ahead, out.
And they are hid in prison houses.
And they are hid in prison houses. Like we said earlier, our people are overpopulating the prison systems, man. Go on.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
For a spoil, and none saith, restore.
See, none saith and restore. They use us up so they can't use it no more, and nobody comes to help us out, man. Nobody comes and looks out for the black man. Nobody comes to look out for the so-called Latin man. Nobody comes out to look out for the so-called Native American man. Look out for themselves. It's like every time we want to sit here and build up ourselves, rebuild our nation, come together as one, and find solutions to our problems, the first thing people say is, why are you teaching separatism? Why are you not including this person? Why are you not including that person? Last time I checked, when is the last time you've seen an Arab man, a Chinese man, a white man, or any other man other than a black man do for their own people and include a black man in that system? Bring that precept.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and 17.
Bring it out.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
See?
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Check this out. Every time y'all go around election year, y'all vote for a president, because every time a president comes up on that podium and tells you, hey man, if I get up here, I'm going to give you libraries. I'm going to give you jobs. I'm going to give black people jobs. I'm going to give them food. I'm going to give them housing. I'm going to give them store. I'm going to give them smaller loans. Y'all look for these things, right? And guess what? None of that stuff that they say that's going to happen or they're going to do for us ever happens, man. It's like false hope. Bring that precept out one more time, Mark.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and 17.
Uh-huh.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
See that? Our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. I mean, we constantly looking for help. Help this way, help that way. We constantly looking for somebody to come and help us and save us out of this system, man. Or out of our poverty. Go on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We have watched for a nation that could not save us. I mean, this nation that we live amongst, man, don't want to save us. They're not going to save us.
Bring it out.
Who are they? They are not our God.
That's
How can
right.
that save us? They use us to get to where they're at right now today. And they still use us so they can stay where they're at today. And how is that? All the devices that you sit here and use, like that television, your music, entertainment, all of that has kept us at a low vibration to a point where we can never longer rise up.
Yeah.
People think they define rising and success rate by the things that you do within this country. If you are able to get a job, a high-paying job, pay your bills, get a nice car, have a nice wife, get some kids, that you have been successful in life in this country. But guess what? That very same job that you have, they can take away at any given moment. So, what security do you truly have? This is why we have to come back to our God, man. He's the only one who can save us out of this predicament, man. Out of this, what you call hellhole.
Right.
Our people don't want to keep sitting out here, man, every day. Our people don't even like working right now. You tell a person, get a job, man, I'm not getting a job. I'm like, well, they said, man. Our people don't even work right now. So then my thing is, if you don't want to work, what's stopping you from praising your Lord so you can come back to him, so that way you can get back in rulership, so that way, guess what? These same heathens that you're working for, they working for you.
Bring it out. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
In this, the children of God are manifest,
Manifest.
and the children of the devil.
They manifested too.
Whosoever doeth not righteousness
Not righteousness
is not of God,
is not of God.
neither he that loveth not his brother.
So, y'all out here that's not following the laws, statutes, commandments, and it's also out here hating your brother. Because here's the thing, he said, the children of God is manifest, and what?
And the children of the devil.
And the children of the devil. Right? So you got righteous people out here, and you got unrighteous people out here. But guess what? Our people have living a real unrighteous life. Because if we were living righteously, if we were following the Lord's laws, within those laws, you'd be loving yourself and your brother, man.
Bring it up.
You wouldn't cast your women to be whores. You wouldn't become whoremongers. You wouldn't be out here robbing one another of the things that you consider materialistic, that are shiny and like gold. Because
right.
when you die, you can't take it with you. It's going to still be right here to this very day, man. Egyptians tried that. Guess what? Didn't work. Now everything they own or had is now in all these museums down here in the Smithsonian.
That's right.
Your oppressors took everything from you and didn't give you nothing back. They told us they was going to give us 14 acres and a mule. We ain't seen that yet. We out here living in Section 8 apartments. Barely got running water. Barely got clean water to wash our ass, man. Excuse my French. Go ahead, I'll bring that precept out.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another.
Be kindly and affectionate one to another.
With brotherly love.
With brotherly love.
In honor, preferring one another.
In honor and prefer one another, man. Don't try. If just 10%, just 10%, and even it can even be a small number of that. If just 10% of our people took time to prefer one another, to work with one another, we would be a far further ahead in this society if we did that very thing. And by doing that very thing, we're now honoring God. We're following His commandments, because to love your brother is a commandment, man.
That's right.
Loving your brother is a commandment, man. Treating him the way you want to be treated is a commandment.
Right.
When your brother is low, you should help bring him up, lift him up. We see a homeless person out here. Yeah, we don't go to the beggars, but if you can help your brother out in that moment, why wouldn't you? Go ahead and get that out. You got me.
It's the book of Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ.
See that? Bear ye one another's burdens and do what?
And so fulfill the law of Christ.
And fulfill the law of Christ. If my brother's over here down, guess what? Need some. Now, it ain't always about money. Your brother's house can get wrecked in. You can go over there and help him rebuild it, restore it, man. Your brother might need a ride to work, man. That's a burden because he don't have a car. Brother might be jobless. He need help with some bills. You help him out. That's a burden you taking on too, because why? You want to see your brother be just in good hands, just like yourself, man. You would want somebody to do the same thing for you if you didn't have that same possibility.
Right.
What's up, young brother? Believe in the Bible? Believe in the Bible?
Go ahead and word of the Lord right quick.
You gotta reach our youth, man. Our youth is everything. The Lord says, man, to train the Lord said to train your child up the way you should have them go. So when they get old, it should not depart from them. I believe that's Proverbs.
Any of y'all know how to bet on this game?
You want to hear the word of the Lord?
Now we can bet on the word of the Lord.
I'll walk with the Lord.
Can we
Oh,
talk,
yeah?
can we
Come
talk to you
walk
right
with
quick?
the Lord then, man.
I'm there, man. I'm there.
Are you sure?
I'm there.
Can we
I'm
talk
just
to you?
trying to get some extra money. A little extra money to pay a bill.
Oh, okay. Pay a bill.
So somebody show me how it's done.
Come pay this
I
bill
don't-
to the Lord, man. Come pay your bill to the Lord.
I'll pay my bill to the Lord. Every time I go to sleep or wake up,
Uh-huh.
and I treat people right, I don't have no conflict.
Oh, that's what the Lord said? Simple Jake, man. He said he worried about how he can get some extra money. He told me the word of the Lord. He said, man, I honor the Lord. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, and I treat people right. The Lord said just treat people right. The Lord told you to follow His commandments, man. Get that in the book of John, man, chapter 14, verse 15. People are simple, man. Talking about something. I just go to sleep, wake up, man, and I do treat people right, man. I'm doing right by God. No, you're not, man. You worried about how you gonna get this money for, like you said, an extra bill. We got you, Lord.
It's
but
the
he
book
got-
of John,
Don't
chapter
pray.
14, and verse 15.
Bring it out.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Lord said, if you love Him, keep your commandments. Not if I go to sleep and wake up and just treat people right. I'm all right with the Lord. These people are simple, man. They really do lack knowledge, man. It's crazy. What you got, huh? That's how people, man. They say any and everything, man, that sounds good. Just because this cousin sound good. They don't have nothing else to say. They just talk. We say, come hear the words of the Lord, man. I got to pay the bill, man. That's what I need, man. I'm right with God. I talk to him. When you talk to him? When last time you talked? Yesterday morning, I talked to him. No, you didn't, man. Stop lying, man. You know the Lord watching you, right? The Lord has an angel right now recording everything that's going on. It told you the Lord's eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And y'all talking about as long as I sleep and wake up, I'm all right with the Lord as long as I treat people right. What commandment is that, man? I don't recall the Lord ever saying anything like that in the laws, man. Take it simple, man. You got something?
Yeah. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths.
Say, go not astray in her path, man. That means you need to stay on this path of righteousness. Every time
That's
you go
right.
in and you move left, guess what? You stay left and you don't get back on the right until you pray to the Lord and repent, man, for your false money. If I go to sleep and wake up, man, and treat people right, I'm good with God. What? Can you show me that in the book of the law, man? Can you show me that? What commandment says that? Are you eating pork at night, brother? Do you put bacon in your grits? Are you cooking with pork grease?
Bring it out.
Like, what are you talking about, man? It's so simple. I don't understand, Jake, man. We over here trying to tell him come hear the words of the Lord. He just said, oh, I'm right with it. Show me that you right with it. What commandments are you following? Or working on following? You're not following nothing, man. You just talking the talk. You ain't walking that walk, man. Lord told you to go out here and prophesy to the wind. We over here talking and prophesying. You over here worried about that sports bet. Betting on the game. They ain't doing nothing for you, man. America is sick, man. These people are finished. We give a damn about a sports bet more than we care about our God, man. That's crazy.
Right.
You got more precepts?
I got that Romans 10.
Bring that out, bro.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10,
Verse 2.
and verse 2.
Bring it out.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
They have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. Everybody always say, man, I love God. I'm doing this for God. I'm doing that for God. But they can't tell you one commandment.
Bring it out.
Can't tell you the sins that they've repented from a drop of paint. But they can tell you about the sports game. They can tell you about the numbers and stats that LeBron dropped a few nights ago. They can't tell you one commandment. They can't tell you one law. We lost, man. We are lost. One more,
This is
bring the precept out.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God,
But this is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments,
That we keep his commandments.
That's
and
right.
his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not grievous, man. Meaning they're not going to make you feel like, man, why am I, man, I don't feel like doing this, man. You got me doing. They're not grievous, man. It makes you feel, it nurtures your spirit, man.
Bring it out.
Give me that scripture. See, when you follow the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, man, you giving your spirit that spiritual nourishment that you need. Just like you need food every day to survive, you need these scriptures every day. So your spirits can grow and survive, man. So your spirit can stay strong, man. They say, man, if you drink the milk, you have healthy bones. Well, if you read these scriptures, you're gonna have a strong scripture bones. How about that?
Bring it out.
So, like I said, man,
7 and 14.
you gotta get this word so you can have that spiritual nourishment, man. You gotta fulfill your spirit. Every day that you fulfill your flesh, you go against your spirit. A lot of us out here suffering from porn demons. A lot of us are suffering from alcoholism.
Bring it out.
A lot of us are suffering from trauma. And we don't know how to cope with that. The only way we can cope, man, is coming back to these laws, statutes, commandments, man. Coming back to God. That's the only one who can sit here and save us from our traumas, our alcoholism, our porn addictions, our lust. Lust is a heavy thing, especially in America, man. America uses lust and sexual deviancy at an all-time high, man. Our women are overly sexualized, man, and our men. We care more about getting our rocks off than we care about getting on our knees and praying for forgiveness and repentance, man.
That's right.
Yeah. Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
He said that I am carnal, sold under sin. Why is that? Because we out here fulfilling our lust, man, fulfilling our flesh, doing worldly things and not holy things, man. This is why Paul wrote that, man. He said he's carnal because why he's in his flesh. He acts in his flesh. Every day you wake up, you act in your flesh. You don't wake up and thank the Lord for a minute. Take time and give thanks that the Lord gave you another breath of life.
Right.
He gave you grace. He gave you mercy. He showed you another way. He showed you another day to correct yourself from the ways that you've been doing, all these years. A lot of us been sinning all our life and they don't even know it. A lot of us worshiping the devil and don't even know it. I sit and tell y'all, man, look, I'm your brother Bon Hawad. You need to repent, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. But again, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Y'all niggas getting lame. I'ma have to search them out, they bought the same thing. That issue cowards do for